Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today we are cooking beans. Beans is one food that I don't like at all. I don't like eating beans. But since I got pregnant, it's something that I've been craving for, and I make sure I cook it in different ways. So yeah, let's prepare my beans with me. So in this clip, I've actually parboiled the beans and I've added onions. It's left for it to start steaming. When I'm cooking my beans, I like parboiling it first because of chemicals preservative that they might have kept in the beans. I parboil, then I add enough onion. So that's what I've done there. And this one, I'm just showing you guys what I used to prepare the beans. I have my dried pepper, my onion, my ginger, my garlic. Don't forget I've added like many onions inside that one that is parboiling. This one is just for it to have more taste. So for ginger and garlic, I make sure I have enough of it in my beans because it also gives it a very good taste. So this is what I'll be garnishing the beans with. It's actually meant to be ordinary beans porridge, but I have this plantain at home for a very long time that I have not used. I started to add it into the beans as well. So here is me adding the plantain inside the beans that is currently boiling. By this time the beans are already like half soft. Don't forget I've parboiled it, so I'm adding everything at this moment. I've added the plantain and the plantain is cooking. I decided to turn it, stir it a bit so that everything will enter the beans. It will not be one side because I want everything to like melt with the beans to give it that sweet taste. Yeah, while that one is cooking, I forgot that I didn't bring out my crayfish. So I brought out crayfish. I brought out the manual blender because I didn't want it smooth. So I decided to use the manual blender to blend the crayfish and the pepper and the onions and the ginger and the garlic. So I've done that, and here I am adding it into the beans. Oh, some even have to put on the cooker, but I have to clean it immediately. I kept on adding the mixture of the crayfish, onions, dried pepper into the beans. And don't mind my big belly. The kind of rashes I've been feeling just from my stomach area, I decided not to be putting on any clothes when I'm at home. Just wear your tank top or your crop top and let breeze blow the belly, because I don't like having rashes on my body and it's becoming too much on my belly area. So that is why I see that my belly is outside. I'm actually showcasing it. It's not easy to carry this bundle of joy in you. Okay, so I finished adding the pepper, everything into the beans, and here I am trying to do some mixing together. Let it go, let it cook. Also, I know we all have different method of cooking our beans, but like me, I tried different recipe. This one that I'm cooking is something I learned online. I got this recipe online from one of the food bloggers, I guess. So you guys will see a tweak close to the end of the video, so make sure you watch to the end. So this is me after mixing everything, cleaning everything. I've added my ginger, my garlic, my pepper, my crayfish, the essentials. Now it's time for me to add salt, but before I add the salt, this is the tweak. The online blogger I learned from, what she does is, according to her, she said you first heat the palm oil before you turn it into your beans, and that is the beauty and that is the sweetness that the beans will bring. And yeah, Oga just came to show you. I'm like, I'm filming, leave there. So instead of me to ask for help to bring palm oil, I bent down to carry the palm oil and I got hurt. Maybe baby's leg hit me, or I hit baby's leg. I was hurt, seriously hurt at this point, which I should have just rather asked for help. And yeah, I was in pain, and I still had to request for the help that I needed. Please let me bring the palm oil under the cabinet. And yeah, they brought out the palm oil for me. I had to relax a bit for the pain to go down before I continue cooking, because it was actually very, very sharp pain. I don't know if mothers experience that kind of pain. Anyways, back to cooking. Instead of turning the palm oil straight to the food that you're cooking, just heat it up a bit. You're not bleaching the oil, you're just heating it up a bit. And guys, since I started using this method, my beans has been top notch. Like, there's nobody that will taste my beans and will not ask how the hell did I cook these beans. So, and this is just the secret. Also, I put a lot of crayfish, a lot of onions into my beans because I don't add maggi when cooking my beans. Just salt, enough crayfish, enough onions, then heat the palm oil for like 10 seconds. I off it and I'm turning it back into the fire. So this is me. I'm always rinsing my hand every time I touch something in the kitchen. I must not be the only one that does this. Please let me know I'm not the only one in the comment section. Every single time I touch something, I will rinse my hand. I don't know why. Anyways, yeah, I am stirring the beans. That oil is time for me to add it. I don't know why I'm delaying. I should have turned off the heat since and added it inside. But yeah, I am stirring the beans, making sure the plantain mixes well with the beans, because I don't want the plantain to show. I just want little of you to show. This is me tasting. I actually don't like tasting my food, but if I'm tasting, it means we are good to go. Time for the oil to go. Look at what I'm doing, like Oduma. Belle humble me for yeah. Anyways, it's time for me to add the palm oil. The palm oil is ready to go. Let us add it so that you see this changes the taste of everything that you are cooking. I tell you not. Also, while I was stirring the palm oil, I saw that I have one ugu on the table. I'm like, okay, I think I need to add this ugu too into these beans. After they said I should eat healthy. So this is me after I've added the palm oil and I'm mixing the beans. So I want to ask, why is this pot of beans plenty? It's because during this period of time I enjoy eating beans, so I have to cook it enough that it will go around for everybody, and everybody like my beans, so we'll cook it to go around. Don't forget my ugu. I'm like, let me go and slice my ugu and put it into this yummy dish. At this point the beans was already ready because I needed small water to be on the beans. And here is the food after I've served it. I've sliced the ugu into the beans. This is for my brother and I want to serve as. And yeah, that is how I prepare my beans.